All right, man, cut that shit the fuck off, man. What's up, man? It's your boy Low from Low Sports Entertainment Network, man. This is back with another week of good shit to come, good sports and good talk, man. What's happening, man? How y'all doing today? I've got a lot to cover, so I'm gonna be a little quick and try to cover everything that I can. But first and foremost, I played that intro. Normally I play some music. I just had to play that shit. Milwaukee Bucks. And I guess I can start off with NBA talk. You know what I'm saying? But first of all, who authorized that shit? Who authorized this? Who authorized this shit right here? Who authorized this, bro? That's enough. That is enough, dog. Who authorized this nigga to fucking sing the national anthem? You might as well bring me up there. I do a way better fucking better shit than that. But my nigga, I need somebody. I need the Milwaukee Bucks, the owner, whoever's in charge of marketing, whoever's in charge of getting acts. I need y'all to step in front of the congregation, man. I need y'all to come on, man, because that's some bullshit. Like, I honestly don't understand that, bro. Like, that right there, that fucked me up when I saw that. I'm like, yo, National Anthem by Flav. I'm like, I got to watch this shit. Oh, my God. That was horrible. Yo, that was horrible, man. Whoever signed off on that, you need to lose your fucking job. Because that had to be a prank. Like, that definitely was just some prank shit. Like, there's no way in fucking hell you signed this. Yo, what the fuck, man? Hey, that's some hilarious shit, bro. That is some hilarious shit. But anywho, man, what's the deal, y'all? We getting it in, man. Welcome to Low Sports. We got a lot to cover, like I say, man. A lot of shit has been going on in the sports world. And I'm going to start off with NFL. I'm not going to go into NBA yet, but that right there just caught me, and I just had to start the show off with a little... I had to start the show off with that, bro, because that was just too funny. But some things happened in the NFL. You know, the Cowboys, they won. They beat the Rams. I mean, actually, dog walked the Rams. Last two games from Dak Prescott has been impressive. He's been doing his usual thing where he just goes in on teams that are subpar or not so great on the offensive, or defensive end. And what I'm starting to see about the Dallas Cowboys, and this is being objective, what I'm seeing about the Dallas Cowboys is that when the defense is performing and they're giving Dak Prescott that cushion. So it's like, at home, we're good. At home, I think we're 11-0 from last season to now. We're 11-0 at the crib. And what is going on is that when Dak Prescott has that, when the defense is playing lights out and they're giving him that cushion to perform, then usually the Dallas Cowboys wins the game. It's all up on the defense. And I think for next week when they play the Eagles, that they would have to play lights out just like that. They would have to. It's not even really up to Dak Prescott. It's up to the defense. I think the defense is what set the tempo. Is what I'm starting to see. If the defense is not setting the tempo, then Dak Prescott is going to have a long night. Like, he's going to have, I'd even say a horrible game, but it's going to be subpar, or he's not going to perform well at all. I mean, he did that in Arizona. He did it also with the 49ers. And somewhat with the Chargers, but he actually had a decent game. He didn't throw a touchdown. He ran in for one, and he had 272 yards. So that was a pretty decent game. I'm not going to complain about that one. So I'll give him a pass. But for last week against the Rams, he actually played well. He did good. But again, it was the defense mostly who set that tone for him to have a good game. So it's looking like for so far that the defense is the heartbeat of the squad. So if the defense is having a good game and they're starting off, Bland, he had pick six and, a couple takeaways and a lot of sacks from Parsons. If they having that type of game, then the Dallas Cowboys is going to be actually the team that we watch out for. I was surprised last week of the Lions, and I made a statement about how the Lions are going to beat the Dallas Cowboys. I still think so. But if we're at home and we are playing, if the defense is playing good and they put some pressure on Goff, it may be a different story. So I could be wrong on this one. I'm hoping that I'm wrong. I'm definitely hoping that I'm wrong. It's just that when I see how the Dallas Cowboys play against teams that are good and have good defenses, or a team that's not full of bullshit, I just see how the defense folds up, and then Dak Prescott, he don't know what to fucking do. He's all over the place. He's not playing how he used to play or how he usually should play, and we just catch the L. So that's just that with them, man. I mean, they beat the Rams 43-20, so I can't complain about that. Man, the 49ers caught L's again. Ooh, shit. That's 3 weeks in a row. So now I'm starting to think Purdy may not be him. Now that y'all done gave that man the squad, and people are starting to figure him out. You know, it's been 2 seasons that he had like a perfect season, really didn't lose, or he didn't have any fuck-ups. Now people are starting to pick up on him and picking up on his game. Too bad we didn't do that. But, hey, somebody did. And the good defense as the Browns so much, they end up picking up on it, and pretty much probably picking up on the Vikings picked up on it. And I'm going to get off into the Vikings in a minute, but the Vikings picked up on it, and they had a good defensive game on him, on Purdy. And Purdy didn't have a good game much, man. He was struggling out there, and it just so happened again. The Bengals, man, hey, Joe Burrow's back. Hey, Cool Joe is back, man. Cool Joe is fucking back. And I'm so happy that he is, man, because I like Joe Cool. Joe Cool has been my mans like that all the way back from he was with LSU. So I fucks with Joe Cool, pause. I just think he's a great quarterback. I think he lights out, and I think that once he finally gets over the hump with Mahomes, which he did once, and he goes back possibly to a Super Bowl again, I think he will win the Super Bowl, like for the Cincinnati Bengals. I think he got that opportunity and chance to really, really win. And the Bengals, outside of Pat Mahomes and the Chiefs, if the Bengals keep playing the way they playing, that will be honestly the team to look out for. Baltimore really ain't, and you know, they kind of playing subpar. They did beat the shit out of the Lions last week, or week before last, but it's kind of like not so much, you know, when it comes to postseason. You know, Lamar Jackson still got something to prove in the playoffs. Like, he still hasn't gotten to that point where it's like you can believe the Baltimore Ravens. I mean, the last time they won a Super Bowl was 2012. So it's like, man, they really have a lot to prove, especially Lamar Jackson. You went out and got all that money, you did all that shit, negotiating and everything, all out for that money. So it's like, okay, bro, like we need to start seeing what we're paying. You know, we need to get that we need to get that money back that you know what I'm saying. We need to see some productivity that you've been getting, what you've been giving to us so far. We need to see a little bit more, and you need to get us to that promised land that we've been trying to get to, bro, because, you know, I don't really see it, bro. I don't really see Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens going to no Super Bowl no time soon. It don't look like that, but it's week-to-week basis, so we'll see. Going into when I mentioned the shout out to the motherfucking Lions. They beat the Raiders, even though the Raiders is the Raiders. And, you know, we're not really expecting too much, but shout out to the Detroit Lions. They actually prevailed and beat the Raiders after that loss from last week. That ass whooping they took from Baltimore. I know they was trying to get their little get back. So they're on the bye week next week. So I know that's probably giving them a little momentum, make them feel good a little bit. Like, all right, let's go ahead and regroup. Got this win after that last ass whooping. So let's go prepare for who we got next week coming up. But the Minnesota Vikings, man, they just went through just a horrible, horrible situation with Kirk Cousins. He tore his Achilles, so he's pretty much out for the entire season. And I believe that they're trying to trade They're trying to get some trades going on with Arizona to get Josh Gibbs, which honestly, not Gibbs, Combs. I think this is his last name. Hold on, let me verify that. Let me verify that. But anywho, they're trying to get Arizona quarterback right now, and I think that would be a good look for them moving forward. I don't know how it'll work immediately, but just to finish out the season until Kirk Cousins is ready and to come back, I think that wouldn't be such a bad idea. But it's just when you do that kind of shit, it's going to be kind of weird trying to get used to a new system, especially in the middle of the season. I don't know how that's going to work, man. Plus, Arizona ain't shit anyway. I mean, Arizona, God, dude, 1-7. Hell, I would want to fucking get the fuck on from them anyway. So, yeah, I don't see that shit happening or doing anything, dog. Fuck them. Straight up. But they're trying to get a quarterback from Minnesota. I mean, from Arizona to fill in that spot for Kirk Cousins. So we'll see. We'll see how that work out. I honestly, like I said, I don't see how it's gonna go. But no, man, it's any given Sunday with this shit, dog. Like you never know what can happen, bro. It's always up in the air. And speaking on more NFL news. These motherfuckers then went on ahead and fired the Raiders. They fired their head coach. They fired their head coach and GM. They said, you know what? We getting sick of this shit. We tired of losing. We tired of L's. You out of here, bro. We didn't want to fire my mans we had before you, but I was forced to. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't doing shit for us, so we got to get you the fuck up out of here. So they got that nigga the fuck up out of here. Now, they're on the hunt for a new coach. I don't know who's in the front runner of being a replacement of the Raiders coach, but they need to do some moves, and I think that was a good move for them to fire that coach because they don't have a culture, they don't have a system, they don't have anything. There's no identity in the Raiders right now. Like the Raiders, when they were with Oakland, you kind of knew who they were, but there's no culture by them going to Las Vegas and having this coach that they have, and he's not really producing much or doing anything different. And I just don't feel like, hey, right now is the time to, waste time, I should say, for, in the future to, keep this train going with the same coach and getting the same results. And I just think that that's a good look for them. Now, firing the GM is concerned, he had to be fucking up. Like, he had to be really fucking up for you to fire the coach and the GM. Like, goddamn, like, shit, bro. Like, what the fuck going on for y'all to just go ahead and fire both them niggas? I wasn't expecting for y'all to fire the GM, but the coach, yeah. The GM, nah, not so much. But they thought that it was time for a change, and I'm not mad, So McDaniels is up out of here, so they're looking for a new coach, and we'll see how that works out with them. Other news, Chase Young, man, they trying to, it looks like Chase Young is getting traded to the 49ers as if they need any more defensive players. As if the 49ers need anything more, bro. They don't need shit. So y'all done fucked around and got Chase Young. Like, what was the Commanders thinking, bro? Why the fuck would you get rid of him, bro? Like, why would you trade him? What was going on? Why did you need to trade him? Like what? Why? Montez, Sweet. Like, they traded two of them players, and they got some draft picks. That's stupid. Stupid on the fucking Washington Commanders and smart as fuck for the 49ers. So I think that the 49ers actually gained something to a point where they're going to be even more dangerous on the defensive end, which is, in my opinion, a cover-up for Purdy. I thought Purdy was him, but Purdy don't seem to be him since he got a lot of courage and a lot of heart. I give him that. Dude is rock solid with the heart. But people starting to figure him out, and he's not having so much of a great game. So the offensive line gonna have to step up. They're gonna have to get their shit back together so they can protect this kid, so he can stay in that pocket and let loose, pause, and do whatever they need to do. Because right now it seems like Purdy is slipping, bro. He done lost to the Browns, he done lost to the Vikings, and now he done lost to the Bengals. So this 3 weeks in a row, he done caught the L. Their last win was against Dallas, and after that, they just went downhill from there. And now Dallas is on a 2-game winning streak and possibly a 3-game winning streak, because I don't see the Philadelphia Eagles going, 7-1, 8-1, or winning all these games all the way up into the playoffs. Like, I don't see them being like that. Plus, they just win by pure luck. They just, like last week, they should have lost. I don't see how the fuck they lost or they won that game, man. Like, it was a great game, man. The Commanders had them on their ass, and they just came through at the last minute. Good defense and good offense execution, and bam, here you go, they won. So shout out to the Eagles. Fuck y'all anyway still, but we coming to whoop y'all ass. The Cowboys is coming to whoop y'all ass next week. I'm not fucking around. 4 o'clock, I will be watching. And this is going to be the test for me, honestly. This is going to be the test. They already got tested once with the 49ers, which I think if they play them again, the outcome is not going to be that way. But they have a test right now to see how they are truly going to be. And this is what's going to tell me what their season going to end up like once they play the Eagles. If they play the Eagles, I'm not going to say that they're going to just demolish them and whoop their ass. But if they hang in there with them and it's a close game and it's defense for defense and quarterback for quarterback, they're going and scoring. And it's just, or if it's just a defensive game where it's low score, 9-7, and 10-7 or 17-10 and all of that kind of shit, 17-13. If it's that kind of shit, this was really gonna tell me what the Cowboys are made of, for real. And by them being, I think they're away. Let's see. They're away. They're in Philly. So this is the real test because they're good at home. Cowboys are lights out at the crib. But when they're away is when they're suspect. So I don't know. I really don't see how this game is going to roll. I know it's getting cold. And things, tend to be different when you're playing out in that weather. So we'll see, man. I'm not too confident, but I'm going to say the Cowboys will win that game. Fuck all that bullshit. And that's for NFL news. I will get off into my picks later on in the show. I'm going into the NBA. The Los Angeles Lakers looking like some bums still. I mean, they lost to the Kings by 5. A little error by D'Angelo Russell. He fucked up against the Kings. LeBron was inbounding the ball, and Russell did some bullshit, and the ball went that way, and Russell went the other way, so it was a turnover. Ended up losing the game, and they ended up beating the Magics to 103-106. And that was a bare minute. Like, they barely won that game. Like, damn, like, y'all barely beating the Magics? Like, y'all, I don't know, bro. This whole shit with LeBron passing the torch or giving AD the fucking team, bro, I don't see this shit. I don't see this shit at all. Even though AD did have a good game. He had 26, 19, and 5. That's decent. He had a double-double. But at the same time, if it's like AD is not doing that and LeBron doing his little, what he had, like 18 and 9 or something like that, and then D'Angelo Russell ended up balling out. He ended up having 28 points. So if D'Angelo Russell and AD not balling like that, then the Lakers ain't worth a damn. Trust me. And now, I don't know if y'all know, but they're limiting They're limiting LeBron James's minutes. So he's only going to be doing 28 to 33 minutes a game. He's not playing the whole 48 or playing overtime. He's not doing that. So, of course, they're going to utilize his time during the game to play in good, in moments. But if he's not playing the whole entire game, busting ass, basically being Batman, if he's not Batmaning, it's going to be, if he not Batmaning and AD playing Batman and he ain't giving nothing but 17, 18 points, AD needs to rock. He needs to have the ball. He needs to have more plays set for him. And AD needs to just play ball, play defense, because I don't see much defense from him. He needs to lock niggas down. Like, I don't see when he played the Joker and all of that, man. He don't lock niggas down. Niggas be going off on this nigga AD, bro. I don't know, man. I just expected a lot more from AD when he came from the Pelicans. Even though we all know that he was fucking injury prone, like, we knew that. But I didn't think that it would be to a point where his game wouldn't be as effective. Like, he's not him. He's not him. It's like without LeBron James or without a LeBron James-esque type player, man, AD, he ain't going to be shit. He like a KD. KD, even though KD is a monster, he's a scoring machine, but he's not a leader to lead a team to a fucking championship. Even though he had an opportunity to win a championship when he was with OKC, and it was him, Harden, and Westbrook. So it was them three, and I would say that KD was Batman, but he still didn't get it done. And he went to another squad that beat him, and then they, you know, whatever. Y'all know the history of that shit. But I still don't think that AD, not KD, but AD, I don't think AD is it, bro. I just don't have no, I'm not going to, you know, make this an AD hateful moment, but it's just like, I just can't rock with dude, bro. He's not it. He's not it, bro. LeBron James is going to always and forever be Batman on that team until he retires. And once he retires, AD, I guess, will be that guy. But LeBron James stepping back saying that he's going to be that person, nah, not at all. I don't see it. And I don't know if anybody forwarded my last video to Steve Kerr, or Steve Kerr just got wind in the airways of what people been saying. But I think he was listening to my shit, because motherfucking CP3 he on the second unit coming off the bench. It was known, like, oh yes, CP3 is gonna come off the bench and play for the second unit. Like, my nigga, I hope you've been watching my shit. You know what I'm saying? It's always the little guys that always usually be right. So hopefully you did see this show and you did take in exactly what I fucking saw. Like, I don't see him ever playing or starting ever on that team. Now, if he was playing like for, let me see. If he was playing for a team like the Kings, maybe for Popovich down in San Antonio, now that would be dope too, because I think Wemby, I think he can use a player like CP3. I think he could be great. That little dynamic, that would be dope as fuck. I think CP3 and Wemby, Victor, I think that shit would be dope, but I'm pretty sure that right now, CP3 wants to win a championship. He wants to get on and retire soon, because it's like he ain't got much left in the tank. And I think that Warriors are actually the best out of the West for him to do that. That would be like a fit for him to do that. But as long as he just comes off the bench, like I said last week, man, the Warriors going to be nasty, bro. But it's also going to depend on how my man, what the fuck is his name? It's the tip of my tongue. Klay Thompson. I don't know why that shit just slipped my head. But it also depends on Klay Thompson. I know he's right now in negotiation for an extension. And they're trying to see what he's worth, even though he's done what he's done. But you know how this shit is, man. It's what are you doing now type of shit. And ever since that injury he had coming off in the finals, ever since that injury, bro, he hasn't been him like that, man. He hasn't been taking many shots. He hasn't been scoring a 3-ball like that. It ain't been no splash bros for the last 3 years. I mean, he may have a couple of, but it ain't how it used to be. Like when he came in third quarter, and that one quarter he scored 37, he just hand. Like when it was that, it was like, damn, these two niggas is fucking crazy. It hasn't been no splash bro shit lately. So it also relies on Klay Thompson and Chris Paul just keep being a monster and a beast on that second unit, and they're gonna be all right. They fuck around and possibly beat the Joker in the game 7, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Luckily, just whoop their ass in the game 7 or skate by, and they possibly may go back to the finals. You know what I'm saying? But y'all gotta stop the Joker. 4-0, they going ham. I just don't see it. And I saw, what's his face? They played a good game. Dame time out there in Milwaukee. Milwaukee Bucks looking fucking phenomenal. They looking good. I like that little team. And if you watch, it looks like that Dame took over the squad. It's like Dame just took that shit over. Like, this is my team now. Like, this is me. Like, I know you've been the man, Giannis the freak. I know you've been the man on this squad, but this is my squad, bro. I'm the veteran. I know you got the championship, but it's Dame time now, and we about to. I told you I ain't come here to fuck around. I ain't come here to waste my time. So this, I think, it's gonna be solid, my nigga, and we gonna fuck around and get this shit popping. So I look forward to seeing that. The Celtics, they still looking pretty good. It just need a little bit of a solid bench, and I think they'll be all right. But yeah, man, the Pistons, my Pistons, they caught L's. They lost to OKC, but I didn't see like the first 3 games. I didn't see that drive that the Pistons had. Like, the Pistons was playing like real hard ball. Pause. Like, they was playing real, like, Detroit defense, scoring. Like, they played the other night. I forgot who they played, but they was really playing lights out. And they against the Bulls. That's who it was. That night when they was playing against the Bulls, the Pistons opener. Man, the Pistons was fucking beating the shit out them niggas. You hear me? I mean, whooping their ass. All kind of threes, all kind of shootings of 15-footers, dunks, defensive plays, all that, bro. They was playing lights the fuck out, and they didn't do that with OKC. They kind of, I guess, slowed down a little bit. Maybe they let that game, the first game, well, home opener, get to their head a bit, and they didn't play as hard as they should have. Pause. On other news for the NBA, man, like, on some real shit, like, I know y'all heard about, I know y'all heard about James Harden and him being traded off to the Clippers, bro. Y'all know this motherfucker have been on 4 teams in 3 years? 3 years since 2021. It's 2022. I mean 23. Damn, I'm fucking up. It's 2023, and since 2021, he's been on 4 fucking teams. 4, bro. Rockets, Brooklyn, Philly, and now he's on the LA Clippers. And Bree, on some real shit, I hope the Clippers don't win shit. I hope the Clippers fuck around and get bounced out the first fucking round, bro. If not the first round, definitely the second round. I hope nothing fucking comes for them niggas, bro. Period. I hope nothing. Pause that. But I hope that them niggas don't have shit coming, bro. Nothing. I hope them niggas, I'm telling you, bro. James Harden is not, he's a cancer, bro. Like, you go to all these teams and you don't like a situation and you want to leave. And, oh, this is not right. And you want to blame everybody for shit not going right. Like, man, come on, dog. Like, you know how many people would die to have an opportunity? And I hope that these niggas is not paying this nigga no max contract, bro. That max contract shit is done for you, man. Done for you. You're not even a max contract player no more. You're not even him like you used to be when you was with the Rockets MVP, dunking on niggas with the mohawk. Like, you not him, bro. You do all these little lazy tactics. You stay away. You don't come in for training camp. You don't come in for spring. Like, you just want to do whatever the fuck you want to do. Granted, you are the business. You are the talent. But, nigga, if I'm paying you, dog, you got to show the fuck up, period. And you pulling all these bitch-ass moves,
oh man, you know what, y'all traded for this person I got beef with, so he's on the team, so I need to leave. Like that's the little rumor right now. You know, somebody who used to fuck his bitch and now got 2 kids with her. They picked him up and now you wanted to leave Philly. Like, come on, man, play fucking ball, man. Quit being a bitch. He basically did you a fucking favor, my niggas. Why the fuck is you sitting there being mad at this nigga? You know what I'm saying? Your stroke game wasn't good. You wasn't working the middle, my nigga. You heard what Big Pun said. So come on, man, cut that soft ass shit up, man. Like chill. Like let's play ball. Let's get into this money, and let's try to get a championship. But I hope and pray that don't nothing come for you, bro. I hope that you don't get no championship, no nothing. I hope don't shit come for you, bro. Fuck James Harden. That's for real talk, man. Fuck James Harden. Fuck that whole shit that he on. Fuck all that. Now you back playing with Westbrook. That shit gonna be trash, man. It's 4 niggas, 4 scoring type niggas, and 1 basketball. How this shit gonna work? Leonard, Kawhi Leonard, James Harden, Russell Westbrook, and Paul George. 4 scoring type ISO niggas who need the ball. How this shit gonna work? Please, somebody tell me. I don't know, because I don't see it. I don't see this nigga James Harden doing a motherfucking thing. If he was smart, you should have went to the fucking Lakers. That's where your ass should have went. You should have went to the Lakers. Because AD can use a player like you, and LeBron can use a player like you. Because Austin fucking Rivers ain't shit. Or Austin Reeves, my bad, pardon me. Whatever the fuck his punk ass name is, he ain't shit. And I think that you would have been a more or a better asset to the Lakers than the Clippers, man. The Clippers, you ain't got shit coming. It's nothing, bro. You ain't got shit coming. So I'm going to leave it off at that, man, with the NBA, bro. That's absolute trash. Now, man, I hope that y'all been watching the World Series. The Diamondbacks are falling short, man. They not coming through. They losing like a motherfucker. I'm so hurt because that's actually who I want to win. I picked them to win because they upset the Philadelphia Phillies, and I wasn't expecting them to be in the World Series at all, period. But they're there, and they not doing great. The first 2 games was kind of like a back and forth kind of move. The Diamondbacks and the Texans kind of came and took that game, and then they took game 3-2. They got slow. Game 3, they just got slow. And they tried to make a comeback later in the innings, like say the 7th and 8th inning. Excuse me. They tried to, get some runs and get some hits in, but it just wasn't enough. And then, them hitters over there on the Rangers, man, down there in Texas, the Rangers, man, they got some hitters over there, dog. They over there whacking that motherfucker for sure. they killing that motherfucking ball, and it's becoming a little too much for those pitchers over there in Arizona. They're becoming too much. So I really don't see it's not looking good. And then they ended up losing last night 11-7. Like they had 5 runs. Texas had 5 runs within the 3rd, 4th, 5th inning. It was 5 runs each. And then they scored another run down in the 7th. But around the 8th inning, then it was like only, from that time, it was only just 10-1. Then it got 10-11. No, it was 10-1, and then it was 11-1. And then, say the 8th and 9th inning, they scored 5 runs, and then they get another 2 more runs in the 9th. But it just wasn't enough, man. When you playing a team like the Rangers, they got some heavy pitching over there. They so when you got that type pitching, man, y'all niggas need to come out there swinging that fucking bat and hitting that ball and getting that bitch over the motherfucking shit every single fucking time, or at least getting some runs in, get some RBIs. Y'all not even getting that. So y'all gotta really hit the ball, man, fucking with the Rangers. The Rangers ain't not fucking around. You see, they beat the shit out of the Astros and got them the fuck up out of there. So I'm telling y'all, when you playing a team like the Rangers, who got heavy pitchers and heavy hitters, bro, it's almost like a good night type of situation. Now, Arizona have been doing the same thing. They've been, they're not too much of a great defensive team, but they cover the field pretty great. So I admire that. They're not fast, but they cover the field pretty great. So they got good defense, but it's not it's just not working. It's not working, man. It's not working at all. So we will see tonight. I hope you tune in to the last game. Possibly, hopefully not. I hope that it reaches a game. It's going to actually have to reach a game 7. And I don't see Arizona coming back from this 3-1 deficit and beating them 4 or 3 times in a row. I don't see that shit, bro. I do not see them beating them 3 times. I could be wrong. Anything is possible and anything could happen, you know what I'm saying, within these next couple of days, bro. You never know, but we'll see tonight, man, when they play at 8 o'clock, 8:30, Rangers versus the Diamondbacks, game 5. And this is possibly the last game, y'all. This is possibly the last game, but we'll see. We definitely will see. Now, all right, man, before we get up out of here, I'm going to my picks for the NFL Week 9. Yes, sir. So starting off tomorrow, November 2nd, we got Tennessee versus Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh Steelers. Yes, sir. Of course, I think that the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to bounce back from last week after they caught the L's, and they're going to beat the Tennessee Titans. Tennessee Titans are struggling. They're not doing anything impressive or anything like that. So I'm going to go with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Then on Sunday, November 5th, we have Miami and the Kansas City Chiefs. They're playing overseas over there in Europe, and that's at 9:30 in Frankfurt Stadium. I'm going to go with Kansas City, even though I like Tua and I liked Hill over there, man. I just think that, my homie and Kelsey, they just got some shit going on right now, and they just looking unstoppable. And even though they caught the L's, they just previously caught the L's, bro. Like, it was like, oh, shit. Like, they previously lost to the fucking Stepdaddy Russell. Excuse me. They previously lost to Stepdaddy Russell, bro. 24-9. Like, they beat the brakes off them boys. And I was just so fucking stunned of like, what the fuck is going on here? They just couldn't get it in. And I heard that Mahomes was sick. I heard he was, not feeling good. But fuck that, nigga. If you playing in the game, ain't no fucking excuses. If your ass sit and stay the fuck home and lay down, take some Advil, some NyQuil, and, drink some soup, have some crackers, and we'll see you fucking next week, man. Fuck out of here. But you on that field, so I don't want no excuses for shit. Jordan played with the stomach flu. So I don't want to hear nothing, nigga. He had food poisoning out there just, damn near fucking dead. So if you ain't feel good, I don't give a fuck, nigga. Who else? My man Isaiah Thomas. This nigga had a sprained ankle. Bust these niggas in the whole third quarter with 27. I don't want to hear shit. So if you sick, suck that shit the fuck up, man, and get out there and play, dog. Get you some nozzle spray so you can breathe and get out there and throw that fucking ball. But I'm going to go with Kansas City on this one. Minnesota versus Atlanta. I would have picked Minnesota because they got a momentum going, but with the injury with Kirk Cousins, him tearing his Achilles, and they getting a backup or they getting another quarterback to come in and fill in, I don't see that, man. But I'm still going to go with them because they got a good defense, and Atlanta is shitty, and they just benched their fucking starting quarterback. So fuck Atlanta, not the city, the football team. So fuck the Falcons. Let me go there. Fuck them. So Minnesota. Arizona versus Cleveland. I'm gonna go with the Cleveland Browns. Their defense is showing out and they're showing up. So I'm gonna go with the Cleveland Browns. The Rams versus Green Bay. I don't see the Rams losing twice. because I know Stafford, he's just a warrior, and I'm pretty sure they want to bounce back from that L they caught from Dallas. So, yeah, let's get it in with the Rams on that one. Washington versus New England. Ain't shit going on in New England, but the Washington Redskins just traded my man Chase Young, and they've been catching L's too out of frustration. Same shit every week. So my man, he pissed, but I'm going to go with New England. I'm going to go with the hoodie. Chicago versus New Orleans. I'm going to go with New Orleans. They've been struggling. Bears ain't been winning shit, so that's going to be an interesting game, but I'm going to go with New Orleans on the better end. Baltimore versus Seattle. I'm going to go with Baltimore, and that's just me believing that now they need to pick shit up. I think the Baltimore Ravens start to feel like, all right, we need to pick this shit up, and we need to start getting the fuck going because it's almost that time, bro. We halfway through the season. This is week 9, and we need to pick this shit up. We got a good momentum beating the shit out of the Lions, and we just won last week, so we need to come on and keep this shit going. Tampa Bay versus Houston. I'm going to go with Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay really been in the struggle. Houston really haven't had the greatest season. I know CJ just had his first couple of turnovers throughout the last couple of games, but it's just there's not many weapons in the Houston Texans, so I'm going to go with Tampa Bay. Indianapolis Colts versus the Carolina Panthers. Shout out to the Panthers for actually they beat I think they beat Tampa Bay. Did they beat Tampa Bay? They beat somebody last week, and they got their first dub. So shout out to them. Shout out to them. And I know that feels good. I know that feels good to finally like, okay, all right, we're not gonna be the next Lions and go 0-16. At least we'll win one fucking game out the season. They won their first game by 2 points. And shout out to Carolina, but I'm gonna go with Indianapolis Colts. They got robbed a few weeks ago against the Browns, so I know they still got a chip on their shoulder. New York Giants versus Los Angeles. Oh my God, Las Vegas Raiders. And I'm gonna go with the Giants, I guess. That's gonna be a terrible game, but I'm gonna say the Giants. Then you got my Dallas Cowboys going against Philly at 4 o'clock. We coming down to Philly or coming up to Philly, and we gonna beat y'all ass. I don't give a fuck what you say. We gonna beat y'all ass. And it's gonna be a close game, but we gonna come out like Die Hard, nigga, bloody fucking hoodie or beater. We can come out like Die Hard. Bruce Willis on Die Hard with the bloody, dirty blood, white beater on with the handgun, just whooping ass and killing niggas. That's exactly what's gonna happen, dog. It's gonna be a dog fight, but we coming out on top on that one, bro. So Dallas Cowboys on that one for sure. Then we got Buffalo against Cincinnati. I'm gonna go with my man Joe Cool down there in Cincinnati so they can get that the good momentum started and keep it going since they just beat my homie. And that's gonna be that, because Josh Allen, I don't see he like a Dak Prescott. Like the Buffalo Bills is the Dallas Cowboys of the AFC. They have potential. They are great during the normal season, but when it gets to the fucking postseason, they are nowhere to be found, and they catch L's all the time. Dallas Cowboys of the AFC. I'm going with Joe Cool. Then Monday night game, we got the Chargers versus the Jets. I'm gonna go with the underdog. I don't know why I like the Jets, but I just like the fact that their defense is playing lights out, and I don't see shit going on with Josh Herbert. So fuck them, and I'm gonna go with the fucking Jets. And that's just that. Those are my picks, ladies and gentlemen. And just to close the show out, this is the Kicks Mechanic. Also, man, please holla at me, the Kicks Mechanic. I just finished up a few restorations and also cleanings for a cousin of mine and also a friend. And y'all want to holla at me on Instagram, the Kicks Mechanic Restorations on IG. I will put that link in the bio so it can link you to the page. Please sign up and please get on that page and look at my work. I do phenomenal work, no complaints at all so far. Satisfied customers 100%. And my reasonable prices, you know, pretty standard across the board with everybody else with the competition. And this is one of the sneaker cleanings that I just did for my homie. My man Shay, the Jordan 4s, got him together. These was pretty beat. This is a finished product. Got the bottom there looking crispy. So yeah, man, holla at me, dog. All cleaned up, got this boy going, and I got another one going right now. This is out of my personal stash, where I pretty much had to restore the suede on here, clean the suede, and what you do with the suede is you just dry brush it. You know, take a dry brush and you just brush all the dirt off. Very good, like real good. You brush the dirt off, and you take a nice eraser, and not like a regular eraser, but they have erasers that they sell. It's like a white eraser. That's a suede eraser, and you just pretty much just go over it, clean it up, brush it off, and normally it's good and it's clean. Now, if you do need to use some solution, they have some Angelus suede cleaner, and you just pretty much just dab that with a nice little soft bristle brush, and you just go over it. That's what I did with these, and I actually did a repaint of the bottom here because this started to turn yellow, so I got the repainted going on, and this is the tape so that I don't get the paint on the suede, of course. But it's looking pretty good. I just need to basically spray down the acrylic on here so this doesn't peel, and that's key, and that's important too as well. So when you're doing restorations on a sole, a bottom sole, you make sure that you either get some acrylic paint and you can paint it on, or just get like some acrylic spray and you just spray it on lightly, a few sprays, and it will protect this paint so that it does not peel off or it doesn't scrape off or anything like that. Even if it gets wet, it still won't come off. So if you so happen to wear these in the rain, it started rain or whatever, you'll be protected. It will not kill the paint on the shoe. Please do remember that. So yeah, these are classic shoes of mine, man, made by Steve Smith. One of his his old designs from New Balance. I'm a very big fan of Steve Smith, and actually Steve Smith is the one who created the Yeezy 700 V1s. He was the designer of the Wave Runners, for those who don't know that. So all y'all wearing those Wave Runners and all those other colors, the mauves and all that amber, flame ambers, all those V1 700s, Steve Smith is the designer. Him and Kanye West, they collabed that design and they came up with that shoe. And this is one of his from New Balance. Look him up. He's a great shoe designer. And I would love to meet and work with him and interview him and talk to him about some designs I have myself. I have some shoe designs that I have for my Strike Man brand company. It's a bowling brand company coming soon, still under construction. But yeah, it's big things to come over here in the Low Sports Network. And that's the show, man. That's all I got to this week. So I hope y'all have a good time. I hope y'all enjoy y'all night. Have a good weekend or weekend coming. I hope that you had a good, safe Halloween. I seen some good costumes. And that's it, y'all. So just to close the show out with a little bit more humor, man, here you go, my man Flavor Flav. Yo, this shit right here is the funniest, man. Yeah!
Whether you want to increase sales, generate leads, or build brand awareness, Google Ads can